check 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. So you know what that means, Frank? Here we go for another edition of the AEW Dynamite review. And yes, my name is Frank Jofo, and this right here is Selecta Brew. I resent that. And we can't forget, top left, the Elite Package, Alex. The Elite. What's going on, brother?
Hey guys, how about you?
Everything's good. And beside him, oh, he's not here this week. Oh, screw you, Claudio. Or we can talk shit about Claudio now. He's probably watching, though. All right, Claudio. Claudio's going to watch. He's going to lurk. Well, he'll be there. But tonight, we are going to have to carry on without him. Whoa. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but there's only one way to find out. But there's one thing that is for sure, that every Wednesday night after AEW Dynamite, you could tune in right here on the Jofo Wondering YouTube channel with the team that is too sweet. Hold on, I'm not on camera. Too elite. And that's is every time. Frank, take it away for a second. It's got to fix. I noticed Alex's Jofotron top of the screen is broken. What happened here? Kick us off here. You know what? I was there's a lot of talk right now about AEW Forbidden Door. A lot of people are saying that the card isn't full, isn't up to par what we thought it would be. What's going on, Kofi Wheaton from the Dirty Heels podcast? Go check them out on YouTube and on social media platforms all around the world. Getting back to what I was saying, the card to me right now is still, I think it's still in production. I think there's a lot of loose ends, but we got to as Bruno would do, a little segue here into the first segment of the night with Bryan Danielson coming down and talking his mind. We did have a little notion of him not wrestling at Blood and Guts and at Forbidden Door. He confirmed it tonight. He will not be fighting in the Blood and Guts match next Wednesday, and obviously won't be fighting this Sunday at Forbidden Door. So that's a little. So right now he comes out, gives a spiel. I find like I've heard the same promo from him many times. That injury promo that he always has, and he can't be able to. It's unfortunate. Obviously, it's unfortunate. He is one of the best wrestlers in the world today. But in his promo, he did say that there is going to be somebody replacing him, handpicked to replace Bryan Danielson. And now the speculations are going like crazy. I got a few guys that I think that would be perfect in that situation. I think I got maybe 3 guys that could be perfect in that situation. I want to know which guy you think it's going to be, Alex, and what you thought about that promo to start off AEW Dynamite tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that we've seen this too many times from Danielson or Daniel Bryan in WWE. But I mean, in terms of a replacement, it's pretty exciting because I know, like in the past, Danielson has talked about Cesaro, CSRO. Now that he trademarked that, so like him being one of the best wrestlers in the world, so Cesaro is going to be thrown in that conversation. You have Jonathan Gresham, the ROH World Champion, who might still be injured, so maybe not, who knows. And one pick that I saw on Facebook and Twitter that it's a wild card pick, but I totally agree with it after seeing the logic, is Kyle O'Reilly. As Kyle O'Reilly has a long history in PWG with Zack Sabre Jr., and he definitely fits the technical wrestling style. Although, obviously they're on opposite sides with the Undisputed Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club, so maybe that wouldn't be a perfect fit. But hey, it's the Forbidden Door. You could throw the rules all out the window.
Well, at this point, might as well, right? Like if we're gonna have the women's match that has nothing to do with New Japan Pro Wrestling, might as well throw it in there, right? My pick, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Maybe a lot of people might not think he's one of the best technical wrestlers out there, but I think he could hang with a guy like Daniel Bryan, and obviously with a Zack Sabre Jr., I'm going to go with Johnny motherfucking Gargano. I don't think anyone's even talking about that. That'd be a great pickup, but I think
deep down, I think it's going to be Jonathan Gresham. That's.
They kind of teased that they would be the new member of the Blackpool Combat Club, so that maybe would be.
Okay.
I think Excalibur. Excalibur said it briefly in his like million card rundown of all the matches, so it's easy to miss. Yeah.
Okay, so I could see that happening, but Cesaro would be great, man, because but a lot of people are saying that he might be going back to WWE, so the speculation is there. I like how they like to play with other people's emotions to the point where, you know what, you really don't know who it is, but there is already speculation of Cesaro going back to WWE. Let me cancel that, and let's put the speculation into him being at AEW Forbidden Door. So I think he could guarantee it's either going to be Cesaro or Gargano if that's a new wrestler coming in. It's somebody on the roster already. If you distinguish him on the roster, Jonathan Gresham, I think maybe he'd be like the Ring of Honor side of it, maybe. But
yeah, sure.
But okay, but either way, he said he had a concussion, right? So he's going to be off for at least. They said he was going to be at least a week or two. It's almost going to be a month now. So
it's a month now. Yeah,
it must have been a pretty bruising and a pretty smashing beating that he must have gotten from the Jericho Appreciation Society. So
okay. Let's just blame Jake Hager on it.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have to blame somebody, and I think that's the only one I could probably tell. So other than that, I honestly a speedy recovery for Bryan or Danielson, whatever you want to call him. Great guy, great wrestler. I would have loved to have seen him. I think losing him at the pay-per-view, I don't think it'll deter people from not ordering the pay-per-view, but I think a lot of people would have loved to seen Bryan Danielson in this pay-per-view, because I think he's been vocal about wrestling New Japan Pro Wrestling guys for the last year or two, and now he finally gets the chance to do it. And look what happens, Yeah. So
it's a big blow. Like you had CM Punk and Bryan Danielson off the card. Like they would totally have been on the card. And even like he was never advertised for a match. But someone like Samoa Joe too, you would have expected him to have some kind of participation in this pay-per-view, but nowhere to be seen. Injury prone.
Something about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later because that's another thing. Why vacate it? So then CM Punk should have vacated it if you want Samoa Joe to vacate it, right? These guys,
there's no such thing as vacants in AEW.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. Like nobody talks to each other. Like you know what? CM Punk should have vacated. He didn't. So now what? Samoa Joe has to vacate it now. I'm gonna call it an interim Ring of Honor Television Champion. Then, if that's the case, maybe. Why is CM Punk get to keep it? Why does CM Punk get to fucking keep it and Samoa Joe doesn't have to get to keep it? But we'll talk about that later on in the show.
Unfortunately, we were finishing up recording a podcast we ran a bit into the 8:00 hour. Unfortunately, I missed this Daniel Bryan promo to start the show, or promo. He's not really promoting anything, but
he was basically coming out and
promoting
saying
that he's injured. I guess
we all knew it, but he had to
who's
confirm
gonna take
it, right?
his place. Yeah, so I missed that. So unfortunately, I missed that, and also unfortunately, I didn't miss this next match where it was the everybody. You're an idiot for watching this fake thing on TV. We're going to smack you in the face.
What?
We just had the Everyone Love Orange Cassidy match next.
Yeah, but you know what?
Will Ospreay.
Did you watch the match?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, go
His
continue.
presence takes it away.
Okay.
Takes away from everybody, not him.
Takes away from everybody.
Takes away from the performer. Everyone's...
The guy's a good wrestler. He's not coming out and doing Danhausen stupidities. Okay, it's entertainment, Bruno. He does it once, twice, three times.
If I am able to do to you in my living room,
but the
difference
is
in the middle of a match when it's high octane.
Okay.
The
difference is you can't do anything else that he does. You could do that. But anyone could do that.
I'm talking about wrestlers.
Yeah, I know, but the guy's a fucking top-notch wrestler, man.
Yeah, but even the thing about Orange Cassidy, he does his shtick. He puts his hands in his pocket. He does those little kicks. It's not like anyone sells it like they're dead.
You know what?
You guys
are right. You guys are right.
Exactly. As long as they don't sell it like idiots and say, "Oh, wow, that hurt."
Yeah.
Fuck. Then it gets to another point. That's what you're right, Bruno. He's right, Alex. But you can't. Yeah. Don't take away from his ability, though.
But he takes it away from himself, is what I'm trying to say. doing that character, doing that shit he does.
You're telling me all these
takes
people in the stands are fucking idiots then?
Do you know the people that put the art?
Do you hear the reaction?
I don't care, man. I'm not
probably
a sheep.
the biggest reaction of the night.
They've also been reacting all night to wrestlers that most of the people watching don't know what the fuck is going on. Big returners, a big save. Everyone's going crazy. Not really. They're pumping in crowd effect. Only zooming on
I don't
a few.
think they pumped any at all. I think they need to pump a little bit.
Showing the people on camera that are reacting on purpose, right?
Yeah.
As we're sitting here, wow, okay, and hoping, okay, can I hear what guys are going to tell me as the guy's walking out the ring? That's Hoshima Suzuki and Midashima and their friends.
You can't fucking criticize that. You don't know who these guys are. It's understandable.
I'm not dissing that.
And you said it before.
We're talking about Orange Cassidy.
They're catering to fucking people that are diehard fans. They're not catering to you and me.
I'm okay with not knowing wrestlers.
Well, it seems like you don't.
You're taking me off track of. We're talking about Orange Cassidy in the middle of a match, just taking away from what the art form is. The art form is putting on exhibition of an athletic struggle and competition. This is what it was, the art from the fucking whenever wrestling started in the late 1800s. That's what it is. It's doing your best to make it look you're struggling to fight, to win a competition, and make it look as real, and do your best you can to get the people emotionally invested.
I totally agree with you.
And what this guy does the absolute opposite of that. He makes a mockery of it.
Making himself look like an idiot.
There's people that like Drake and they call it hip hop, and there's people that like Tupac and Biggie.
Okay, you're right.
That like hip hop, right?
Whatever you say
so
is
yes,
right.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm proving my point. We'll let the internet say who's right. But all I'm saying, as a
lot of people that are starting
fan,
to hate you out there,
cannot deny that Orange Cassidy just shits on the people that made this art what it is now.
Coming from
made it possible for a guy to go out there and tell you.
If you started watching wrestling like this year, I can understand where you're coming from. But you're from the fucking era of the biggest stupidities in the world. Of fucking you know what I mean? Like we grew up on stupidity. You know what I mean? And you know what? Half of those guys that were doing stupidities weren't even great wrestlers. At least he's a fucking good wrestler, Orange Cassidy. You got to give it to him.
We just interviewed, everyone will see here on Jofo in the ring, Zach Amico, who said it clearly. And what he said was, he said in a way to not diss anyone or call anyone out. He just said, if I look at you, and he's like, I like to see like people that either look dangerous or like physically threatening. Like we grew up on savages when we watched wrestling. Yeah, so we saw ridiculous shit, but it was done by like savages, and people, no matter what they did, they do something goofy, they still tried to get you emotionally invested in it. This just takes it out of everything. You're watching a physical match, you're into it, then it just all has to slow down because this guy has to come in the ring and do his stupid shtick. And I'll stand on this hill, I'll die on it. Because no one's gonna change my mind until I'm not saying he's not.
Nobody's gonna change your mind. That's
that's
obvious.
I'm not saying
for
he's
obvious
not
reasons. We know that.
I'm not saying
it's fair. Like Orange Cassidy's not for you. That's fine.
Exactly.
That's perfectly fine.
Exactly.
That's okay. I
It's like fucking Big Papa Pump wasn't for me. You know what I mean? You're gonna come fucking strangle me in my sleep now.
In 20 years,
he's gonna strangle you.
Pillow on my face.
In 20 years, Big Papa Pump will still be a legend and still be talked about in wrestling, and this guy will be a Mr. Suzuki's dust in the wind.
Okay.
And, anyways, if you guys want to talk about this match, I caught it halfway in. I saw the 1,800 Tope Suicidas.
Actually, there was 18 Tope Suicidas. Then it was about 52 DDTs. And I think even Jim Ross even called it out. He's like, one of these DDTs is going to have to do something here. I guess it's going to have to happen. This is AEW, folks. I don't know what to tell you anymore. I think we not complain about it, but we debate it every week. And I feel like I'm watching the same type of matches every single week. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad, depending on who's in it. But that's what it comes down to in the end. So if you like it, stick with it. If not, there's another wrestling promotion that's on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays that you could gladly watch and enjoy yourself by watching professional wrestling. But I was really surprised about I don't know their names. The guys that are Aussie Open, not Ospreay, but the two guys.
Davis and Fletcher.
Yeah, they really impressed me.
I remember the first name.
They really impressed me.
Like one of them, I think it was Davis had like a really insane pile driver from the ground. He picked up the guy. It was crazy.
That was great.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of them, and they're really impressive. So I thought it was a good showcase for them, Aussie Open. We haven't I mean, we saw the match on Rampage a week or two ago, but this one on Dynamite really showed them really well, and it was fun. I agree about the DDTs and all the topes. Like,
I'm not even going to complain about it anymore because it's just
I know,
a normal
it's
thing
a given.
now. It's
a given.
It's a given.
We know.
If somebody wants to rebuttal and say something, then I will. But I'm just going to keep repeating myself every week. But it was a good match for what it was. We kind of knew fun. That FTR was going to come out and confront. They're called the what is it? The Aussie Empire? No, it's the
United Empire.
United Empire. TJP's in that faction.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Aussie Empire, not United.
No. That's the tag team, but the official group is
all together.
Yeah,
they got to stick in theme and make it very confusing for everybody.
TJP, and if I'm not mistaken, his name is Francesco Akira. If I'm not mistaken, he's Italian from Italy. He just became the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, if I'm not mistaken.
I know he's on Strong as well. New Japan
so
Strong.
They just became Tag Team Champions in New Japan. I don't know if it's for their juniors or I don't know how that works, but I saw them with belts. I saw them with titles. They won a tournament or something like that. So they're a tag team. And I heard the faction name, and I'm like, fuck, I've heard this before. And that's the faction name of Will Ospreay. Would have been nice to see fucking TJP fucking in an AEW ring. Hopefully in the future, maybe he comes out at Forbidden Door. I'm sure they have a couple of more things up their sleeve to surprise some people and maybe entice people to stick around. And generally, it's
more
expensive, man. It's expensive to fucking buy these pay-per-views, man. And if you're not giving me incentive to buy these pay-per-views and spend precious money that nobody has anymore here in this world, it's pretty hard, man. So hopefully something does arise during the week, maybe at night. I don't know. We'll see, but so far so good on AEW Dynamite.
I have
just one thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
go for it, Alex.
Just one thing to screw Bruno. Sorry, Bruno, but one thing to comment is I think from this match is that, like, this is gonna maybe piss you off, Bruno, is that Ospreay and Orange Cassidy will have a great match on Sunday. You saw the chemistry they have.
I think they're going to kick it off.
Be a great way to kick it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
going
to ask you a question, and you're going to have to answer me.
I don't want to answer it, so don't ask
you
it.
guys are both. Okay, so let's pretend you're going to watch this match.
I will.
Let's pretend you're going to watch this match on Sunday with somebody who doesn't usually watch wrestling and probably doesn't watch much of it, especially not in the last 10 years, okay?
Like you.
And you're trying to be, this is a fun, then, like, you know what, I'm down to hang out, let's have a beer, let's watch it. And after watching this match, you know there's going to be some good athletic exhibition in this match. But you also know there's going to be a point in the match where your friend is going to look at you and be like,
what the hell is this guy doing?
What's happening right now? And you're going to be
right. What are you fucking trying to say here, man? You just fucking preaching to the choir.
And you got to say, yeah, I know.
Jesus.
I know he does this. It's part of his character where he stops the whole match and everyone stands there. And he fake kicks them in the leg, and the whole and a few people that caught on like a cult. They're like, everyone else is kind of. It's so stupid that everyone else is reacting to it. I think so. I guess it's cool to react to it. I want to be part of the in gang and react to it. And your friend sitting beside you was like, "You watch this?" And you're gonna be like, "Yeah, it's wrestling." What do you say?
You never know. Like people. No. But here's the thing. Like people who don't follow like wrestling as much as we do. And maybe they won't take it as seriously as we do. They'll have a laugh. They'll be like, "This shit's funny." Orange Cassidy, he's lazy as fuck.
You know what?
And
That's
then he tries.
That's a good point.
Maybe they'll laugh. Maybe they'll enjoy it, or they'll enjoy him getting his ass kicked after when Ospreay beats the shit out of him.
There you go.
I say, when did wrestling hit its peak in our lifetime? Is when they tried their best to psych people out that the shit happening is real. We knew it was fucking fake how many years ago, and now we're doing a podcast about it. So we're the idiots then. We're the fucking idiots. We're the idiots. No, people knew it was fake, but there was always the element of, kayfabe.
Entertainment.
The word kayfabe.
It's called entertainment now, Bruno.
They did whatever.
Kayfabe's dead. It's entertainment.
Sports entertainment.
What made the Monday Night Wars? What made the Monday Night Wars? The reality aspect. The people thought that what was happening was real.
Yeah.
And the people involved, however they did it, whether it be in the ring, outside the ring, around the ring, they did everything they could to make it seem like it's real and make you think it's real and make you think, this is all fake, but that looked a bit real. They did that shit like that. When they do this, it's the other way. You know it's scripted, and this guy's like, yeah, it's scripted. I'm gonna fucking really make sure you know it's scripted and it's fake. It's the literally opposite. It's like we knew it was scripted before, but do everything you can to make people think, oh, maybe this part is real. And now we all know it's scripted, and let's just,
I think
let's not work out. Let's not even wrestle.
The weekly segment of bashing Orange Cassidy is over.
Let's stop in the middle of the match.
Frank, calm down, Frank.
Jesus
Frank,
Christ.
calm down.
I'm gonna end it on this.
Calm down.
In the middle of this match, on commentary, he said Orange Cassidy is potential for the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
What?
I want to know what is the weight
Who said that?
On commentary in the show, they said
What idiot said that? It was probably Excalibur.
Potential IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Orange Cassidy. So, what is the weight class? And this also goes for.
They're selling a fucking pay-per-view, Bruno. What do you expect?
Fuck.
They're selling a pay-per-view. Fuck.
I just throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. I do like my friend. And our friend here,
your friend?
Jeremy Prophet does, and I am speaking the truth. And some people can't handle it.
Well,
okay,
when you have a title with your name on it, Bruno, you let me know.
I'll tell you what.
Look at that shine. Look at that shine here. Look at that.
10 years, 5 years, even 2 years. No one's gonna remember barely anything about Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
And mark my words.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Tugboat Fred Ottman.
Fred Ottman.
Fred Ottman says he's one of his favorite wrestlers right now.
Okay, so.
Yeah. You can argue with Tugboat.
You can argue with Tugboat.
You know what? This is a perfect. Okay, this is a perfect segment. No, I will not argue with Booker T, who seems to be on the same level as your boy Selecta Brew. We'll go right into the Booker T comments on Twitter. Yes, body shaming. Body shaming the guy who's an athlete.
Did you actually read? Did you actually read what he said?
No.
Okay, exactly. So shut the fuck up.
What did he say?
No, you can't say anything.
Tell me.
Because it all got fucking skewed. Fuck. He didn't say that.
What did he say?
He didn't say body shaming and everything.
By the way, no, you told me.
He's actually good friends. It's like me saying you should be fucking bigger or taller.
No.
I'm body shaming you now.
No, the people
they're good
online
friends.
Are saying it's body
yes,
shaming.
because that's how fucking people are online, like you.
I don't care. Like you. Booker T said Adam Cole needs to put on muscle.
Booker T said I hate Adam Cole, so I like Booker T now.
Booker T said Adam Cole needs to pack on some muscle, right? Is that the quote?
Yeah, as a friend. He's his friend. You could say that. They're two wrestlers.
Me too as his friend.
Okay,
me too as his friend. I like you, Adam Cole. I like you, but you're not making me believe. Damn it, you're not making me believe. This guy hyped you up until you made it into AEW. He hyped you up. This guy hyped you up. You came. I saw. Not impressed.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just me.
But he's in a match with probably the best, one of the top 3 wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you're not. So, how about that?
Why do you keep giving wrestlers to me? First of all,
because you want to compare fucking other people to fucking me. So what the fuck?
Who did I fuck that compared to you? Talking about wrestling.
I'm a fucking champion. My name's on this belt, not yours.
If you're gonna take Adam Cole compared to me, then there's a problem. You gotta compare it to wrestlers.
Comparing Adam Cole to Hook now. Again, here we go.
Listen, here we go.
Not again.
Throw me a segue here.
I'm going to throw you a segue. We're going to take a second because
we're on a commercial break.
Chris Jericho wanted to put out to all media. Jericho wanted to put out to all media outlets this week. Make sure that everyone knows that Jade Cargill was the sports entertainer of the week this week.
Who cares?
So I'm sorry.
You're more excited for that than an Orange Cassidy match tonight with all those superstars in the ring.
The first note I have on my list. Idiot. We missed the first note. I wrote first thing of the week.
You have issues, man. You have issues, man.
But one thing that
when you work out, do you smash the fucking barbells off your head, or do you fucking curl them at least? What do you do?
I don't understand.
Smash your head against the wall.
I do not understand stupid questions, but what I do understand is good television.
Oh my god!
And Christian Cage, my friend.
God.
Showed us what it's like. Yeah. Showed us what it's like to sell. Showed us what it's like to cut a promo. Alex, what do you think about this Christian Cage segment right here?
I was really surprised that all over the internet everyone's loving this promo, and even you too. Like, it sounds like you loved it. I thought like the ending of it was very entertaining.
The ending got to the entertaining part, but the talking part was.
It was a little boring, I'll be honest. I love Christian, but I think it was too long. Christian as a heel was fantastic. In TNA, it was awesome.
Like, he's the same.
It was a bit too long.
I've heard that promo before by him many times.
Yeah, for sure. Though everything's been done.
It's a bit too long for the segment. Like it could have been achieved in a lot less time.
Yes, I think it went a little bit over its time limit.
Yeah.
I think.
But if other
we
people
knew,
had
like,
that time,
no shit, you turned on Jungle Boy because he eliminated you from the Casino Battle Royale. We knew that.
No, but it wasn't
But that's a WWE move, right? Because he's telling us what the chapters were, and his progression to hating, right? That's what a lot of these guys don't do. But that's another thing that I like personally is to remind me why. You know,
a little bit,
but not to the point where he did it and it was like a fucking. You had to go into picture in picture at one point. You know, like imagine I won't. I think they were telling him, look, we're gonna have to go to commercial here soon. Fuck. I know. But if it would have went a little longer, I think they would have had to go into picture in picture.
One reason that made it go a bit long, in my opinion, was a good thing, and that was the way when the first half of the talking part of the promo was the way he saw the opportunity to really pick at the crowd and pause. And
that was too much. That was too much. Like Edge did that all the time.
The crowd.
Yeah,
like,
but come on, it's really the same shit. It's cheap heat. I find it's like how many times are you gonna say the stupid fans in Milwaukee? You know.
It's like everybody did. All the heels did it tonight.
It's taking the basics and doing them the right way though. You may think it's boring and generic because he makes it look so easy. But I'm telling you right now, most of our favorite guys right there, if they give them that much time by themselves with no one to interrupt or thing, you would have been a lot more out of it and a lot more bored. And no one would be talking
he kept
about
you engaged, is what you're saying, right? Yeah, I understand.
Because you worked the crowd, then he did his spiel. It was a good, non-joking, like I'm doing what a heel wrestler does. I'm supposed to come out. I need to make sure the fans hate me because I know some of them still like me and they're gonna cheer for me. So really make sure you get the crowd against you first, then go into the talking shit. Talked about
Jungle
the dead
Boy's
dad.
25 years
talked
old.
About all that
I didn't know
stuff.
that.
Talked about his mom.
Wow.
Like he if you go back and listen to it, man, he took you to. He didn't say the same thing twice. He went through a few things. Like I couldn't even write it all down.
Couldn't even write it all down.
This was good. This was a good promo.
You have to throw out his. You have to talk about his dead father. His father's from the 90210, right?
He essentially, he's throwing everything out there he can to get people to hate him as much as he can. He's like, I know everyone's gonna like me, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Looking great though. Very sharp dressed Christian Cage tonight. I gotta say that.
That's one thing I always have to say. He was always in great shape. He's not like he never gained weight or, he didn't look. He always looked the part. As much as he didn't look like a heavyweight, but at least he looks the part. And on the mic, you know what? He's good, man. He's good on the mic, man. He's good on the mic, man. He's good on the mic. I gotta give it to him. Fuck, he still got it. It's been a while since like I said, I've heard promos from Christian like that in the past from WWE and Impact as well. But I think he drove it because I find the AEW fans, a lot of them are stupid. So you have to talk to them like that. You have to talk to them and you have to remind them and you have to tell them and you have to scream at them like I do with Bruno. So we'll see what happens. I think everything he said was true.
He touched on all this stuff. He said he tied a little history into it. Said this dates back to last year's Casino Battle Royale.
We all knew that.
When he threw me out because of the way the fans reacted. He got to shut the fuck up chant for a bit. And he talked about the mom.
Yes, and probably didn't like that.
Tony Schiavone said last week was a chair shot heard around the world.
It went viral. Thanks, Tony. Like, Tony, go sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, seriously.
Cut the shit, Tony.
That's
like,
what Christian Cage said at the beginning. He's
I'm
like,
happy
I could stand here all night, or you could shut the fuck up if you'd like.
That's the difference, right? Christian could stand there all night and talk and still, that's the difference between him and a lot of these guys in the back.
I want to comment, though. I think you said, Alex, that you liked a little more of the second part of this segment. And you know what? This, at first, like, oh my God, this is going to be cheesy as fuck. But somehow, Christian,
he's a veteran.
Putting on his acting skills here.
He's a veteran.
This could have gone the other way very quick, this Luchasaurus moment right here.
That was weird. Weird.
I know, it was weird, but I don't know. Maybe,
I thought he was going to low blow him at one point.
That's what I thought too, but the way he did it, the acting style, man, you got to be good. He did it bad. It was
that little smirk he had at the end.
Yeah, it was like that local cable TV acting a bit, but not that bad. Like when we used to see the girls ones in the back there.
the staircase with
the pre-bodies days there, the Statlander.
Oh my God,
promos there, but
yeah, I mean. I guess I liked it because like Christian reference, remember what happened to Marco, referencing Marco's son getting kicked out of the Jurassic
Express, and he got fucking released or fired, whatever.
Yeah, got released basically. Yeah.
The contract. So basically, it's like, oh, you want me to? Basically thinking like, oh, you want me to do that to you? That's what I assume.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Like unless you listen to me, you're next, basically.
Yeah.
So that was a little intriguing. I mean, I agree. It was a bit weird. It's like, okay,
you think
why don't you just kill Christian?
The whole father thing, the dad thing was necessary? You think?
It's too far, but I mean, it's wrestling. They always go too far. WWE,
it
happens all the time. Everyone does it.
You're not saying that unless that's okayed by Jungle Boy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. But that's I know these things, Bruno. Yeah, but I'm saying, did they didn't have to do that? Maybe not even now. Maybe another promo down like next week or something, or 2 weeks. I think he did his whole promo for the whole month of going against Jungle Boy all in one night.
Yeah, well, he had a great line. I think it was to Jungle Boy's mom last week after the show, and they showed it. Like, you raised a piece of shit. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. But that's Christian, man. He understands that, and nobody told him to do that. I'm sure. I can guarantee you that, man. That's something like, bring that camera here, man. Like, let's get it. You want heat? You want to get heat? This is the way to fucking get heat. And a lot of people, I hope they were watching this, and if they really want to get heat with their opponents, take a card out of fucking what Christian did tonight, because I think it was last week too. So
yeah, you're right, because Christian's going to get booed. He's not going to get cheered from this.
No, exactly. Exactly. They're not going to cheer him, and he's bad, right? There's a lot of wrestlers in AEW that do get cheered, but they're heels, and the vice versa, right? But there's no cheering here now for Christian.
I'll tell you what. One man that always gets cheered.
I know, but just before that, one last thing. I think Jungle Boy's everything rides on what happens here with Christian and Jungle Boy. If this thing doesn't work out, I think Jungle Boy, like I don't think he can come back from it. Like in real life terms, I'm saying, like, to say this is a shot. This is Jungle Boy's shot to maybe become, like everyone's saying, the next Shawn Michaels, like you say, Bruno. To be that singles wrestler. Let's see what happens here. I think Luchasaurus might have to even turn heel to make this even more believable.
What I think will happen with Jungle Boy is I think he'll do a good run with Christian, but I think that there's gonna be a point in Jungle Boy's career, probably the next couple of years, where he's gonna have that moment where he has a good run, maybe he has another program that's not as interesting, but he's gotta have that break where he's gone for like 2-3 months.
Wow.
And then come back a little more, maybe a little less childish, or even the same, but a little more.
Because
edge,
once you leave, a lot of people forget about you, and it's good for you. Or
the reverse, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So,
injury or not, because then that crowd pop coming back, it gives you that subliminal, fucking crowd pop.
Now that we're saying it, I think there should be something that happens where Jungle Boy gets actually beat up by Christian, like Luchasaurus like helps or something, and he's off TV for a bit. Christian goes into another.
He wasn't there this week.
Right now.
Wasn't there this week. He's not going to be at the pay-per-view.
Specifically, he's been there from the beginning, right? Like, like Jungle Boy Luchasaurus since like fucking episode 1 of Dynamite. They've been there.
Yeah, it's like the originals.
Yeah. They need a little separation. Not see Jungle Boy with Luchasaurus a little bit. I think it'll help. That it could be interesting.
Take his advice.
But you said people will not be cheering Christian anymore.
And they won't be cheering you.
They won't be cheering me. But one person they always cheer.
Oh.
It's Sting.
Oh, boo. I boo. I got up off my chair and booed.
We got a quick promo here to let us know that he's back.
Oh,
we found out last week on Rampage, which led us into the Young Bucks promo. We're standing backstage with O'Reilly. And they just showed us a promo of Darby Allin like breaking Bobby Fish's leg with a chair. We cut to a promo of the Young Bucks talking about them being.
They gotta fire the guy that does the promo work and the not the segues, the promo videos and stuff to promote these little things.
The video was alright, but honestly, the Young Bucks.
You do a better job, and that's saying a lot.
What's your take, Alex, on this whole second run? And like, are you buying into it? Or are you getting that like, okay, let's see something else now? Like, they're already gonna get that heat because they're there in that NWO role, but they, that.
You're talking about Young Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still talking about Young Bucks. Okay.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The first two-time AEW World Tag Team Champions,
But this
I mean,
quick
they've
though,
proven.
like within
I
3
mean, it
years.
seems like plans changed, because of the Hardys.
Yeah.
Prior to
I
Jeff
honestly
Hardy's
think
DUI,
Jeff
even
Hardy
before
and Matt Hardy were supposed to be the
They
AEW
were,
Tag Team
yeah.
Champions. They
I
were
think it's good
they
for
were
them.
supposed to
Yeah,
be in that match. Why aren't the Young
Yeah.
Bucks in that match? Because they don't want to lose.
For the winner-take-all match,
Yeah.
Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
I guess they weren't in the program at all. It was more between Roppongi Vice and
If you're gonna
FTR.
have all the titles there, why
I know.
why are
They should have done, yeah.
That's
Well,
that's
I
what
could
it
see
comes
them
down
doing
to.
maybe they'll do Young Bucks FTR 3, and then it'll be really winner take every
Whoa,
freaking tag title you can think
whoa!
of.
Now you're convincing me. Now, I'm convinced. I'm listening to you. Go.
Yeah, that's what I think could happen. Maybe the next pay per view,
that.
All Out, could be that. Young Bucks FTR 3.
Well, let's
Take
hope so.
any tag team title that's not in WWE on the line. That's as basically it's gonna be.
Because you're having all the titles, the tag team titles up. Like basically, somebody's walking out with the Ring of Honor, the New Japan,
And the AAA.
and the
tag
AAA.
titles.
Sorry, and the AAA.
Well, unless they're not on the line technically, but yeah, because of politics and the CMLL and AAA.
You gotta
So
think,
technically, it's only ROH and the IWGP New Japan tag titles.
New Japan. Which matches are you think are they going to actually win on Sunday? That's very.
Well, I guess Will Ospreay against Orange Cassidy.
Yes, I could see that. But what I'm trying to get to is that when WWE, I know the invasion WWE had with WCW, the whole thing wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It never happened. They tried to pull it off. It didn't work in the eyes of a lot of people. But the thing is that
they didn't have the best play.
it's not that, Bruno. But think of this: if they did have these best wrestlers, you need someone to lose. You can't make another company look stupid.
But this is why,
especially if WWE and WCW is one entity, so you can make anybody lose. Who cares? It's one company.
No, but this
New Japan still has to do shows
Exactly.
and go on. You're like, wow, who are you? You lost the AEW there. You guys stink or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that animosity. Like someone's gonna have to win here.
Who do you think? Do you think it's going to be straight up all the no titles will change hands type of situation?
Well, there is though. The tag team ones are going to change hands for sure. That's 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see Tanahashi beating Moxley after what I saw tonight.
I don't either. I love it, but no.
So John Mox, and then the weird thing, Tony Schiavone. Well, he's defending our company. The invasion. Like, when did this angle come up? It was never New Japan. It wasn't like that animosity. Like. We really hate each other. Everyone's friends. Everyone knows they're friends. We're not stupid, especially the diehard fans of AEW. You know what I mean? But someone has to lose here from AEW, and I think, and that's a guy like Orange Cassidy could have a good match, and it is going to be a good match. But the guy could take that loss and still keep on trucking. So.
Yeah, well, and plus I think I guess I just saw now they announced it. Maybe Excalibur mentioned it, but I couldn't keep track of all the matches. They announced the Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP World Heavyweight Title. Jay White, Okada,
Adam Page,
Page, and Adam Cole.
4-way? Or did you?
I said triple threat.
You said triple
threat.
Fuck yeah,
Close enough. Oh well, I lose. But I think Jay White's going to retain. I don't think we have a title change. So that'll be your New Japan guy winning. Maybe at least
Okada
2 or 3 matches.
Maybe Okada wins it. So.
Too soon to win it back, but you never know.
Yeah.
Well, another 4-way match. We don't know who will win. Is the All Atlantic title.
I'm more excited about this more Atlantic title
Malakai Black, Penta, Oscuro here tonight.
Fucking crazy wrestlers in this match.
This was a good match.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
That Avalanche Fear Factory. Holy
That's
shit.
literally what I wrote down. Avalanche Fear Factor. What the fuck?
Guys are sick.
And I wrote Alex Abrahantes. Still, I don't think doesn't get enough credit. His energy at ringside, something about his presentation, his
you
character.
really love this guy. That's all you talk about when Penta and fucking.
He's a good manager, man.
What the fuck does he do for you? I don't know. I wouldn't want him as
I
my
love
manager.
Penta and Alex. Good team. Was Alex never worked with Andrade, right? No,
No.
It's too bad that they're all in a feud because.
Well, you know what? I think talking about it tonight, like saying, "Oh, you asked me to be in your faction, and I don't work for anybody." I think it eventually the Ingo Nables. I don't know how to pronounce that. Remember they had it in Ring of Honor. I think they're going to bring it back.
Yes. And, Los Ingobernables de Japón.
We interviewed actually Amy Rose from that faction, and this is when Ring of Honor had their, I think it was the 20th anniversary show. She said, and this is when Andrade just got released. She said that Andrade would be a great pickup for Rush and for the faction. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of conformity there with Rush and Amy Rose, maybe bringing somebody else in to defect onto this into this new faction that Andrade is slowly, quietly bringing into AEW, which is going to be a fucking big one. I'm going to tell you, if they do pull it off. Andrade is a fucking top-notch wrestler. The guy should be a champion, in my opinion.
I know.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe the whole thing with. I still think Ric Flair was supposed to come in. It all fucked up when that whole fucking airplane from hell, whatever the fucking thing, there's Vice there, they fucked up and screwed them over there. But besides Ric Flair,
with New Japan and the politics with CMLL and AAA,
that's another thing too that I don't really know the details, but I know that there's some animosity. There's people are pissed off at each other for unknown reasons. I know Conan's involved as well, so.
It's a lot of stuff. Very, very briefly, like New Japan has a relationship with CMLL, which is like one of the top 2 promotions in Mexico.
Okay.
And AEW has a working relationship with AAA, and CMLL and AAA are head to head, like WWE, WCW.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't work that way, and they don't co-promote ever.
Really?
They hate each other.
There's some bad blood there. There's some bad blood there. But see,
and it's funny because ROH was with CMLL and New Japan.
Oh, really?
And now Tony Khan owns ROH, so it's a big clusterfuck. Clusterfuck of politics. And...
So far, this invasion is looking a little bit better than WWE on paper, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on Sunday. Segue into the next one. That was a beautiful segue for you there. I don't know why you didn't catch that.
I know. If you want to take a walk out of New Japan and walk right into Wardlow's world.
Oh God, no, please.
We're going here.
No, please.
And exactly what they need to do right now, until they find him a manager, is what he needs is a pre-tape, quick. He's going.
They needed that after last
Scorpio
week.
Sky.
Yeah,
I'm coming for the title, like I said.
Especially after Cornette fucking ran him a new. He gave him a new fuck. He ripped into him. Fuck.
I don't think Wardlow was worried about Cornette or anything. It's
he's
more
worried about you than anything.
He's not like we said, especially a big man like that. Like when have you seen Goldberg in his peak, like standing there cutting a promo?
So do you think
came out, did his thing, beat people up, left? He needs a Heyman. He needs a Paul Heyman.
What's more stupider, if that's a fucking word? Orange Cassidy doing his shit eats there in the middle of the ring, or Wardlow fucking throwing 20 guys around in the middle of the ring?
Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wardlow's at least.
No, okay. I don't want to argue. I just wanted to put it out there.
I see Wardlow.
I just want to put it out there.
You said it.
I'm just asking you a question.
Podcast, I quote Frank Jofo. If I see the guy walking on a dark alley at night, would I be scared to walk by him? Yes or no? So I ask you the question, Frank Jofo. If you walk down the street at night and you see Orange Cassidy, are you scared to walk by him in a dark alley?
Hey, you never know. The guy can know jiu-jitsu.
Okay. If you walk the Wardlow
in his pockets, he has his hands in his pockets. You don't know.
Yeah, okay.
What is he gonna pull out? I don't
know. And if you walk down the street and Wardlow is walking on the street,
who's Wardlow?
Yeah, and it's a dark alleyway, and he's standing there.
I'll beat the shit out of Wardlow any day of the week.
Okay, that's it. See, my friends, when you speak the truth, people can't handle the truth.
Yeah, okay, they're Justin Trudeau.
Only people like me and Jeremy Prophet, the harbinger of truth, know what it is to bring.
What are you going to say? You were ready yesterday?
When the Prophet isn't here, I have to do what I can to uphold this word here on the Jofo in the Ring Network. And Prophet, this is in your honor here that I hold the truth in our establishment and on our network. And so, yes.
If you're the guy that's going to be the mouthpiece for Jeremy Prophet, I think Jeremy's got a fucking problem. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that fucking now.
I'm not his
Continue with the AEW Dynamite review.
I'm not his mouthpiece. I'm upholding his word.
Okay.
His prophecies.
Okay. Now I understand.
If you will.
You just redeemed yourself with that.
I am upholding the Prophet's prophecies is what I'm doing right here on Jofo in the Ring. And you know what? That being said, like we've touched on it, we can't beat a dead horse. Let's walk out of Wardlow's world and walk right into Wacko world.
Oh, God.
Where we gotta believe it. This man, Adam Cole, is fighting for any type of heavyweight championship.
Story time with Adam Cole, baby.
No, there isn't actually, because at least I like Jay White, who actually was able.
Whoa, you're becoming a Jay White fan.
Let's roll back though before we get to that part. We get Adam Cole where he belongs.
Baby.
Who did you guys notice when he came back from commentary? He didn't talk for like 5 minutes. Even like one of the commenters had to like say something to him. Like, Adam, you didn't know like the first commercial break, he was doing his usual.
Somebody
Adam
knocked
Cole.
his mic out or something, fucker.
No, and then they said something to him like, no, there's nothing wrong with the headset.
Okay, I
like
was
they were like little like Tony Schiavone said something.
You know what I'm gonna say now, because I know Alex is a big Ring of Honor guy. That guy Silas Young, I've never heard of him before. To tell you the truth.
Okay.
Very impressive.
He fucking impressed me, man.
He's the last real man of professional wrestling.
You know what? Like, not for nothing. Like, he wasn't like a fucking powerhouse or a guy that looks like fucking like Shawn Michaels or anything, but that guy fucking put on a good match, man. Yeah. Fucking right, man.
He's
good for him.
He's more athletic and technically sound than he looks, and that's a compliment to him. Wow. Not to take anything away, because he looks like he's like, you know, Stan Hansen, like he would just lariat you and beat the shit out of you. But he can go.
And, like that fucking move he did on the top rope there, where the fucking what is it? I don't know what the fuck that thing was called there, and he springboard onto the rope and came. I thought he would have had him there. Fuck, that was pretty cool. Fuck, but very technically sound, man. And that's one thing, man. The Ring of Honor, they had a lot of guys like that, eh? A lot of guys that could fucking wrestle, pure wrestling, as Ring of Honor would say.
And on that topic, although they didn't do a good job explaining it, somewhere Excalibur mentioned they had a feud in ROH, Silas Young and Adam Page.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, they had like a match like 10 years ago. ROH used to have a top prospect tournament where they were like looking for newer talent, and they had a really good match in like 2012, 2013, maybe 2014. I have to look it up, but it sucks that they didn't show a video package. We mention this every week, but at least show something about Silas Young. I know he's Milwaukee's boy, you know, hometown Milwaukee guy.
From Milwaukee too, fuck.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Why didn't they do a fucking? That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Like, come on, at least show something.
Yeah, at least 20 seconds, 10 seconds, something. Even if it's like, oh man, I don't know, man. I gotta write a letter.
You write a letter every week right here.
Hey, you know what? If I get a job at AEW, it's over for this fucking podcast, and it's over for you.
Is it for me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh boy.
I am the whole damn show.
No, but he really impressed me. I know Bruno loves when Adam Page is not the champion and he's chasing it. What did you think about this chase here to IWGP Gold here that he could potentially get on this Sunday?
Well, he's not going to get it, and unfortunately, you have to watch him in a match with his friends here.
It's all friends wrestling.
We're going to see some wrestlers, and we're going to see Adam Cole do a super kick, knee to the back of the head,
DDT,
maybe a DDT and a dive,
double arm DDT,
and that's about it.
Another DDT,
and other guys will do some wrestling moves around him. But when it's time for him to do moves, they're all gonna have to really make sure they post up and really jump when they gotta.
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm really excited to see Okada in this fucking match to see what the chemistry is.
So
here.
hold on before you get to so. The match ended. Page has a 6. Story time. Jay comes out. And this is another thing. Okada is the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like things like that. Okay. I would have appreciated this whole segment, like with the brouhaha, then the save and whatever. But I want to say this before. Every time a New Japan guy comes out, all they do is put a New Japan logo on the screen. At least put the guy's name. They just put at least just put Okada.
Put his name.
You know what I mean? Like, at least just put down. Like, they've been talking about this guy. I know his name now. I'm not too familiar with his face.
Yeah.
Like, at least if they play the music.
You know he's one of the top guys, but you can't put his fucking name on the screen.
In Times New Roman font, if you want, just like type it out. Yeah. Okay, you know what I mean.
And so you can see it on the.
So for us people that want to be interested,
a lot of people didn't know his entrance music. I didn't know.
Yeah, and I feel like we're watching something that we're not
part
of.
What?
We're not part of the club. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this pay-per-view. It's better if you're not part of the club.
You know what? I agree. I just want to say the problem is that I think, I don't know whose decision it was, but they wanted to make the New Japan arrivals a surprise, it seems like. But they shouldn't have been. Not everyone has to be a surprise, run in to save whoever's getting beaten up. Not every single
surprise birthday party.
Well, you know what? You said it like if that's the case, why did they do it backwards? Why did they announce the name of the pay-per-view, calling it Forbidden Door before any Forbidden Door shit ever happened.
It's true.
To tell us that it's gonna happen, and then you open the Forbidden Door that we already know is open, so it's not really a Forbidden Door anymore because you exposed it, and now you're rushing the guys in because you announced the pay-per-view date before you announced any of the matches. So now you're rushing them out like a fucking.
Yeah, you're
the
all
last 3 weeks
now.
was like a fucking just pump out fucking.
Yeah.
This guy comes out, Jericho. Okay, you got to go out and you got to announce the match with 8 people within 48 seconds at the end of Dynamite. You know, and then Excalibur. Did you see Excalibur tonight?
Yeah, he was on
When-
fire.
when
It
he
looked
did
like he had
that-
the fast forward button
The
on.
rundown. Even I think Tony Schiavone was giving him a fucking.
Well, good job there, Excalibur.
He was clapping.
Good job.
He was clapping. He's like, you need to take a breath after that one.
Oh my god.
But fuck, man, like they really made it backwards because like take a little more time. Bring the guys in slowly.
Yeah.
Then say like, you know what, we're announcing we're gonna do it. It's
And
enough.
think
we're
of
gonna
this,
do
though.
Forbidden. The door's been open,
Yeah.
so let's just call it what it's called.
Yeah.
Let's call it the
And
Forbidden
Alex,
Door.
this is coming from two guys, and I'm going to agree with Bruno on this one because we're two guys that I knew New Japan Pro Wrestling. I knew of them. Maybe watched. Like I wasn't a weekly guy. Maybe not even a monthly guy. If I heard there was a crazy match that happened, might go watch it. Maybe read about it. But I know you're more of the history of New Japan. Does he have a point here with that? Because I think he does in a sense. Because give us something, make me want to get excited about these wrestlers that I've never seen before. Because a lot of these people have never seen them before, and he's right that it's like a club that if you weren't there, then too bad, figure it out yourself. And I think if you don't know, now you know. You said it before.
If you don't know, you still don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you?
I totally agree. The thing is that I know most of them. Like I wasn't totally familiar with United Empire, but I know of them, and I know of Ospreay. But that's the problem. I think Dynamite is always a sprint. It doesn't have to be like every 2 hours, every Wednesday. And it's the same thing. And what I was saying is that you didn't have to debut them all as a surprise, the New Japan guys. I agree with you guys in this case. A very short video package, one week, then the next week they show up.
It did wonders.
Just 1 week, exactly. I know you only had maybe 4 weeks or 5 weeks to promote the next pay-per-view from the last one, so maybe you just felt like just throw everyone in the fucking and the show every week.
You know what? Every week, I even said it.
Let's fucking go, right?
I wrote it down here. There was one promo they did.
It's crazy. So silly, right?
Fuck, I forgot what promo was. Something happened. Anyways, there was a promo that like they just came back from the promo and the announcers didn't even react to the promo that we just saw, and just went straight to a DraftKings plug, like So all that being said, think of it. Remember back in days when you do those stupid segments, like if they would have do like for the last few weeks, like take 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and just do like a random. Let's go to this week's DraftKings NJPW highlight or like wrestler of the week, and just have a reason. It's not a reason.
Like the Castro GTX.
So that way, exactly. So that way you're not telling us right away that they're coming in and they're gonna fight against this guy.
Yeah, but maybe DraftKings wants no picture in picture because I noticed they went to commercial.
Not a picture in picture. I'm saying a segment.
I understand what you're saying. Exactly what he said. It's the Castro GTX moment of the week.
But it's also
and then they show something.
It's a reason to talk about this character, but without having to right away time into who he's gonna be in a storyline with.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right on that. Wow, you're on fire tonight, eh?
Yeah, we actually agree. I think we all agree for once.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's Casual GTX. You hear us? Get on that. If you want to sponsor us, we'll do the Casual GTX segment of the night. It's got to go. Well, I think we got to do that at the end of each episode. I wrote that down too. Sure. Segment of the night. Sure. We all vote on and we all give like our thing.
Sure.
So let's move it along here. Bad news, guys. Bad news.
You or me?
My girl.
Oh God.
Red Velvet is injured.
Oh God.
The baddies. The baddies.
I honestly thought that was Red Velvet, the one on the left, but I guess I was mistaken.
It's Kara Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cut this shit.
Cut this shit.
Anyways, I ignore this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So
Red
Velvet is out. She is out. She's hurt. She's injured. So the baddies are on a baddie search.
Yeah.
They're on a baddie search. So, Frank.
This could have been kept to social media. I think this little promo here.
Frank said
could have been put on social media.
Frank wants to apply.
Frank wants to apply.
But
drum roll, please.
Follow the rules, Frank.
I need Tony Schiavone's drum roll, please.
But he was not fast enough. He was not fast enough because Chris Statlander and Athena already put in their submission
there you go.
for the baddies, as we saw when we came back from commercial here.
Shit.
And so, I you know what? I like this little team up here of Chris Statlander and Athena. A little character, a little more personality shone through. It was fun little feud here.
Sure.
Gabe says nice belt. Thanks, Gapes.
I like Statlander's change of character from the alien gimmick. She's drifted away from the best friend.
That's beautiful. Beautiful because you know what? It's
what she needed.
You're what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's she's getting her character to another level. You know what I mean? It's like being that R-Truth and then becoming Big E. Like, you know what I mean? Like into that, you're going another notch. You're getting there. Anyway, so there's a word for that. But I see the character development. That's what I wanted to say. Her character is developing into a champion, and if the more she does that, the more people. It's not for nothing that people want to see her beat Jade Cargill. It's not like somebody said, "Hey, I hope Chris Statlander beats Jade Cargill." No, the people want it because they've seen the character development behind Chris Statlander.
Are you spoiling that Chris Statlander is going to be the one that...
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I think it won't because everyone's going to think it's going to be. And that's AEW in a nutshell right there. You know how they are, so they're not going to give it to you right away like that. If that first match, if they make Jade Cargill lose, I don't know. But
it might be a long-term
rivalry. I think we might like Jade Cargill's run as the person going for the belt, as you would always say for Adam Page, is a lot better for the person going for the belt than having the belt. I think it's a lot easier for that character, right? Because I feel like she hasn't been doing anything, Jade Cargill. Like those promos could be easily on social media.
No, but
I know you have to keep her on TV.
The character development,
or just keep her on Rampage just for now.
You cannot deny that she's got a little more personality and also.
I hope so. Fuck it.
A lot more.
If not, then it's not for you wrestling.
And
then
most importantly,
I'm happy for her.
And most importantly, a lot more comfortable.
Well, yes.
In the ring, outside the ring.
You know what that says?
She's due to the whole thing, man.
You know what Tony Khan did for her to the point where he brought in Stokely to be her manager. That's money, and he's not even a wrestler. So you're what's that word? You're taking initiative to invest. In my character here with a great manager like him to propel me to that extra level.
Jade Cargill,
yes, I hope she does get better, and I know she is, but...
Jade Cargill is a walking action figure.
But the wrestling has to come with it too, right?
You're
going to be undefeated,
and
we all know you're not a good wrestler. There has to be some kind of fugazi there happening.
And that's
what it comes down to.
But that's why she can't wrestle every week. But you need to see her every week, and that's one thing that they're doing right. You may not like it. At least they've built this.
But see,
I'm built
of a WWE guy. If I don't see Brock Lesnar for 6 months with the title, I don't care. But when I do see him, holy shit, am I going to be on that TV watching, right? But if I see him every single week doing the stupid fucking promos, cut that shit, Tony. It's getting annoying now. That could have been put on social media
fucking
tonight.
2 weeks she has a match.
Not even a match. Even her fucking promo tonight could have been on social media. I'm sorry.
We talk about all the time how they don't do enough promos to promote people and what's going on with storylines. And you're saying we don't want to have...
To what? To get a new baddie in the fucking... That's what I had to know?
No,
that 4 minutes that she talked and Stokely talked, they could have made 2-3 packages of the New Japan Pro Wrestling guys, and they could have promoted each and every single one of those guys. No, let's hear about the baddie section.
It was to make Chris Statlander and Athena do their promo after.
Okay, so if that was the case, then I'm wrong. Then, but I'm usually never wrong.
The story
even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
There was that. They went to commercial, came back. It was those girls. And
I get it, Bruno.
But let's put this to rest here.
I get it.
Alex and Salam. Marina Shafir on TV
Holy
this
shit.
week after this Twitter storm against Toni Storm. Did she redeem herself, or
well, all signs point to something's wrong because Nyla Rose is there now. Now they're instead of having her one-on-one, there's some kind of people around to distract everybody from the wrestling that she's doing. And then you have Jim Ross talking the situation up big time that she's going to get better. She's going to get better. So, you know what? If she wants to get better, I'm sorry to say, keep her on fucking AEW Dark. Keep her on AEW Elevation. That's why those shows are there. Make yourself better and come back stronger instead of always making yourself look like an idiot. Unless they're paying her fucking big money, which I don't see that. But why are you embarrassing her for like that? Is that going to make Roderick Strong want to come to AEW? I don't think so. It's just my fucking opinion.
Alex?
I want to like Marina Shafir. I
do.
really do.
I do. Because I did like her in NXT.
She has potential.
Yeah.
Well,
she has that
that's
look.
the thing.
She has the look. That's 100%. And she has the fighting background. So what the fuck's the problem here? Sorry.
I think she just needs more exposure. Like, I think on Dark Elevation, sure. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone makes fun of these wrestlers because they're Keith Lee's on Dark and Andrade's on. Who cares? They're fucking. These guys are paid to wrestle. If you tell me to go wrestle in the back, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's more reps. More experience, more exposure to different wrestlers who can. I mean, her match tonight against Toni Storm was, we could say, without a doubt, better than the one against Thunder Rosa. That doesn't say much, I know.
Yeah,
it doesn't say too much, but at the end, it started getting better. Like, I'll admit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe the tag team match eventually that's gonna happen will be out after the pay-per-view. If they do Nyla Rose, Shafir against, can they coexist? Are gonna do that? Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. Maybe that's gonna help Shafir. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like Thunder Rosa, like when she came in there when she ran down the ramp with the belt, she looked a bit confused. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe because I don't have some kind of vendetta over her. I actually liked her at the beginning. But slowly watching her more, I'm like, okay, like what's the big deal here with Thunder Rosa? She's not the best wrestler. She could barely run down the fucking ramp, and then when she was in the ring, she looked and then dropped the belt, and it's like too choreographed, or like I don't know, man, or am I just reading into it too much? I don't know. Like it's just
maybe some people were late for the cues. Could be something like that. Some people were late. I don't know.
Well, you could tell that the WWE guys and girls know the cues and know the ins and outs of all that. That's a good point. Because
sometimes, but not always.
Well, a lot of them are a lot TV ready than a lot of them.
Sure.
Like Toni Storm. Toni Storm knows like where to stand, where to get hit in the ring, so that the camera could see you. Not always have your back towards them. Anyways, but Thunder Rosa, I don't know. Toni Storm, I really hope you win that title this Sunday. I really hope so. That's my gist.
I'd like to see it too,
but it's not gonna happen, right?
No.
They say.
No, they like to have long title reigns. I find that's one thing with AEW. I find that not everyone needs a 6 to 9 month title reign.
Because it's the feel bad situation now. It's everyone has creative control, right? So to talk to one guy, you have to go talk to the other person, and the other person. I remember Kevin Nash when he used to say, or Hulk Hogan used to say, okay, look, I'm gonna talk to Bruno about my match. I tell him, okay, we're in agreement. Then Bruno would go talk to you. You're not in agreement, so you have to come back to Bruno, and I got to come back. It's like, why can't we all just sit together and talk about the match? No, I'm telling you, man. And especially with this whole New Japan pro wrestling thing now, a lot of people are off the card. A lot of people that should be on the card are not. So I'm telling you, man, there's going to be some animosity here coming out of this pay-per-view. Hopefully for not for the big-time wrestlers, but I know all the mid-carders, I'm sure they're all fucking pissed off that they're not on this fucking pay-per-view, but they're on blood and guts, so it's okay. Fuck.
How awesome. You know what? Blood and fucking guts. As Moxley screamed directly into the camera on live TV.
No shit.
Oh, my God.
Give no shit.
I guess, that's the next match. Just really quickly, there was a Darby. This just made me laugh. There was a Darby Allin promo here with Sting. They showed.
Did it feel like Darby Allin never did a promo in his life before tonight?
This is what he says. So this is the story as it stands. They showed him putting the chair on Bobby Fish's leg and doing this coffin drop onto it. Like,
this is the second time we've seen this promo package again.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So continue.
So pretty much like breaking his ankle, right?
Yeah. This for the second time tonight, though, right?
But exactly. But
we still don't know who the New Japan.
I don't know if he's handicapped, retarded, or I don't know, or doesn't
Can't
believe.
say the R word on
or doesn't
YouTube.
whatever, or doesn't believe in himself, because in his promo he's saying he thinks that Bobby Fish is faking an injury, that he should be there, that he doesn't believe it.
It's just a way of saying you're not going to be on the pay-per-view. Basically, you're not going to be on the pay-per-view. So
I know, but the logic.
Let's
of
keep
the story,
kayfabe alive here.
I know,
No, it's
but
a
the
kayfabe
logic-
story, right?
I think he meant Kyle O'Reilly, not Bobby Fish. I don't know
Maybe,
which one he said.
Maybe.
No, Bobby Fish, because that's who he injured, and he said,
Is that what he said?
yeah, because
Yeah,
Bobby
but
Fish
but
wasn't on
Sting is the
TV.
one who injured Kyle. Well, Kyle O'Reilly. He just put the bat in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly was on TV tonight, but Bobby Fish wasn't on TV.
But, yeah.
And Darby Allin said, I don't believe he's injured. I believe he's scared, and whatever the fuck he talked about. I think and then he promoted a match of Forbidden Door with fucking 8 people.
Yeah.
I don't
that's the
know.
thing,
Don't
like-
ask me. I have no idea what this match is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The people he mentioned, the Shingo Takagi and Hiromu
I've
Takahashi.
heard of him before, but not.
Yeah,
not,
they're in the.
I'm not
they're
gonna
in
buy
the
a pay per
group
view.
of,
I'm not gonna buy a pay per view
yeah.
because he's on it. So yeah, sorry.
They're in the Los Ingobernables faction with Naito in Japan.
Oh, the Japan version.
Yeah, the Japanese version, exactly. Yeah, but like they didn't even mention that.
I guess the
Cares,
question for this pay-per-view is going to be, are there going to be enough New Japan fans that never usually get AEW pay-per-views that are going to buy
That's what it is, right?
to make up for the people that are not
sold out, eh?
the people like us that we'll say it right here, that are AEW fans but that usually get the pay-per-view, that are not going to get it this time. Like, is there
that
gonna
might
be
the
what is gonna be the balance?
They always think we're gonna get the pay-per-view,
You know what I mean?
right?
Because I don't
they want to
think
get those people that are from
I
the
don't
New
think
Japan
every
side.
regular AEW fan is like he just said is rushing
No.
to get this pay-per-view the way it's put together. So there's gonna be, there's a.
To tell you the truth, like for me, sorry, just gonna say, if it were Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr., I'd buy it instantly.
Yeah.
But I know that's not happening.
No.
So
No.
that's like the deciding factor for me, just because what I prefer. But
You know what?
I agree. There's nothing that makes me
might
want
be
to.
the deciding factor for a lot of people out there.
And you're a
Alex.
New Japan fan.
That's what-
You're a New Japan fan, and,
Yeah.
you're depending on one match. We're not.
Yeah.
But we're AEW
Imagine
fans.
us.
So, like,
But
there's
if
a
they
lot
did,
of-
if they did Hangman versus Okada singles match, that would be very
Why don't
intriguing.
they, that's the thing, right? Like the tag team, it's triple threat. There's for the IWGP
Four-way,
US
yeah.
is a 4-way. You know, like
Too many, yeah, I
There's
agree.
too many of those group okay,
Yeah.
maybe they
And
they
even the
could-
Jericho one too. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
too many multi-people matches for no reason.
Yeah.
There's no storyline. It's just hey, we're
not
New
to
Japan
say not to
AEW.
say the Will Ospreay. If he was in a tag team match on Forbidden Door, I think that would be the execution of this whole thing, because that's a guy you have to. These are all guys that they have to be in singles matches, man. They have to be in singles matches, in my opinion, to fucking shine. To at least say, "Wow, what a great match!" No, but
It's almost like it's a Survivor Series instead of Forbidden Door. Like it's like 4-on-4s all
they
across.
do a
the
lot
board.
of, but that's AEW based every time.
Yeah,
There's a
but
lot
New
of
Japan too do that, I
run-ins,
find.
the groups.
Do we?
That's what I find. Like just the undercard of New Japan. There's a lot of like random 6-man and tag team matches. That's why I find like
NWO
if you
all over
want to
again,
enjoy a New Japan show, like the last 4 or 5 matches are the ones you really want to care about.
Well, that's what
Because
what
the
they
earlier
said, right?
ones
Because-
are garbage.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
speaking of last 4 or 5 matches, do we want to even talk about this last match before we tell?
I'll say who won, say
skipped
what
over it
happened,
here,
and say
we-
the 45 guys that ran in to fucking.
I don't. We lost
It
control.
felt like
didn't
a fucking indie fucking show there at the end there, and everyone
Moxley.
just came in and.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. At one point, Sammy Guevara was hitting fucking Matt Menard, I think, from behind on accident. He thought it was one of the Japanese guys. I was, what the hell's going on here? And then,
So what did you think of Tanahashi, Bruno?
and then everyone, but one
come to
second
figure.
though, but everyone's in
Yeah,
like,
sure.
and then what? That's as stupid as it sounds. In WWE, you could look at somebody right away, and nobody's wearing the same color of the other wrestler, or the same shirt, or the same this or that. Everyone's distinguished. That's what
All
it's
in
another
black.
thing. Like us and our judgment is that when I saw the TV tonight, and I'm like, what the hell's going? Who is that? Oh wait, is that Jericho? No, it's not. It's somebody like. You know, like you don't know who these people are. Distinguish them somehow. I don't know. Maybe where the New Japan people come out in just black tracksuits with just the logo or some color they have or something. So it just for the stupid people out there like me that don't know these guys, that want to know these people, because it's not gonna make me want to go and Google search these people and buy a fucking pay-per-view or buy their T-shirts when I don't even know who the fuck these people are. Educate me, for God's sakes, AEW. Educate.
One T-shirt you can buy is this sweet Morin 316. I just spoiled the show.
Segway machine, this guy, fuck.
Coming soon to the newly revamped Jofo.
We gotta get Alex a shirt.
Yeah, Alex, we got a shirt.
No, his own shirt.
We got new merch. Yeah,
his
we
own
do.
shirt.
We have to get you we have to get the right slogan.
Elite or something.
We gotta start working in. We can start working in the punchlines there. The Elite.
Well, Alex the Elite.
Yeah, it's true. We have to, what is it?
Alex is all elite.
Yeah,
Too sweet to elite.
That's it. There you go.
There you go.
Done.
Stay tuned.
Done. You just made $1 million worth of T-shirt sales right there.
We get to production.
So what? Segment of the week?
Segment of the week. Let's go around the table.
I know it's gonna piss you off because that's what I like to do here. So
go first.
my segment of the week? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with just the little confrontation of Orange Cassidy with Will Ospreay there. There was a span of about 3 to 4 minutes where it was like, wow, this is amazing, and then it got back to like, okay, then the tags. But there was a little spurt of when we got to see a little preview, and that's the way you got to do it. You got to preview the match for the pay-per-view. Now, by that match, I'm excited to see this match of Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy. Like Orange Cassidy or not, it's going to be a fucking 5-star match. Guaranteed. That's my segment of the week.
Yeah, 5 stars. I'll be throwing it. 5 stars. Just
maybe even 6 stars. Give him 6 stars.
You know what 5 stars like?
Give him 5 stars before the match starts, and then add or subtract throughout the match.
People using the term 5-star the way you are like people that they use the term GOAT nowadays. Everybody is the GOAT.
Well, everyone's the best and the best in the world.
GOAT, greatest of all time,
yeah,
best
in the world.
Everybody, every week someone's the GOAT. Every week there's a 5-star match. So 5-star match.
Hey, tell us what your segment of the week is, and I'm sure Adam Cole was in it.
Go. No, undoubtedly.
When they showed Hook on the screen versus the unknown New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo guy?
Undoubtedly Christian Cage. Christian Cage. That was
That's
classic promo.
Yeah.
That's up there with anyone knows that they cut a promo.
Yeah.
Get the
old school promo.
Old school, get the whole room to hate you at the same time.
Listen,
tell a story, a backstory. We know where it's from. Even if I didn't watch AEW for the last 6 months, I know that there's a beef that started last year. The flashback to with the mother last week, the fucking dead father, like everything. Shut up.
It was a pure WWE segment, basically, if you in a sense, right?
It was WWE.
Brought you back, right?
No, it was WWE, but with a bit. This is again the reason why I like Dynamite, with a little bit of that nitro / just
anything can happen. Flair.
Just not nitro, but just like that, not WWE verbiage added to it. You can tell it's a promo, not cut in WWE.
Yeah.
Something about it. I like Christian Cage.
With you a lot.
I'm not gonna go too much.
Get ready next
Alex,
week.
segment of the week.
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, I don't want to choose the same one as Frank, but I'll put that as an honorary mention. The 6-man tag match with the interaction between Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay. But I'm gonna go with the main event. Like, it wasn't an excellent match. Like, we'll all agree with that. But I very much enjoyed it, and it was a really good showcase for Tanahashi. I think for people, if you've never seen him before, I mean, I'll admit, obviously, he didn't do a lot in this match. It's a tag team match. No one ever does a lot. But I think it was fun, and to me, this would have been a perfect way to close the show. Would have been just the stare down between Mox and Tanahashi. This Sunday, Forbidden Door. Go to black instead of the clusterfuck we got at the end.
Time left, like the classic WWE.
So that's my
back
moment.
In the day.
Everything before the ending of the clusterfuck of the run-ins. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna agree with
Because that was unnecessary. It took away from the what's going on in the ring between Mox and Tanahashi.
So Moxley's winning because we're all going to see each other next week. We'll rapid fire it. Moxley winning this weekend. Yeah.
Yes, Moxley.
Moxley's winning. Jay White winning.
Yeah, Jay White.
Jay White's winning. We all in agreement with Will Ospreay winning. Will Ospreay's winning against Orange Cassidy. FTR champions all around.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Jericho and all the other matches. Okay, who cares?
I don't give shit.
Actually, well, in the end, what I mean, I'm just those are the top matches of the night. That's why we did it. But we'll see what happens next week on our AEW Dynamite review next week. After Blood, and we're gonna have a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking about Blood and Guts and the fallout from AEW's Forbidden Door. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Alex, have a great weekend. Selecta Brew, screw you. And my name is Frank Jofo. And remember, wrestling is life.